Hi there, and welcome to Miss G's English 1 introduction video. This video is for students who were not able to attend the first class, and so they need to just become familiar with me and how our class is going to work. So what you're looking at right now is my virtual classroom page. Most of your teachers will probably have a page that looks something like this. A lot of the things in this classroom are clickable, so if you need to find important class documents, if you are looking for the book that we're reading, the online link, the West Bell schedule, our calendar, all sorts of things like that, my phone number or Instagram are right there. If you have not yet taken the Get to Know Me survey, I'm going to ask that you go to my virtual classroom page, and the link will be along with this video in Google Classroom, and complete this survey bucket right here so I can get to know you a little bit better. But first, I'm going to let you get to know me a little better. So this is my Google Voice phone number, not my personal phone number, but I'm going to ask that you put that into your phone. That way, if you're having any technological issues, you're running late to class because your internet's not working, you can shoot me a text and let me know, and you won't get in trouble for those things. So a little bit about me. My name is Miss Gorley, but I prefer to go by Miss G. My husband and I are in the picture over here on the left. I've been married for 4 years. This picture is from my master's graduation at the University of Pennsylvania last spring. The reason I like to go by Miss G and not Miss Gorley is because my husband and I have actually been close family friends our entire lives, and his mom, my mother-in-law, has been Mrs. Gorley to me since I was a little kid. So when people call me Mrs. Gorley, it feels a little weird. So I prefer Miss G. The center picture is me and my siblings. I'm one of 7 kids. We are interracial family. 4 of them are adopted, and the 2 other white people in the middle are my biological brother and sister. But we all grew up together and are very close. That's us getting a matching family tattoo. My dog is in the top right corner, Carmel. I love her. She's 5, and she's a kind of a funky mix. She's a lab and a basset hound, but she's great. The picture in the bottom right are my nieces. So my husband's brother is actually married to my sister. So we're brother and sister who are sisters and brothers who married each other. So these are my nieces on both sides of the family, and I love them. They're super cute. For my undergrad, I went to Calvin University. It's a small school in West Michigan, and I loved it. A few of my favorites, I love The Office. It's my absolute favorite TV show. So if you like it too, I would love to share memes and quotes with you. And my favorite candy, the best way to bribe me and get to my heart, is through Swedish Fish. So again, to get to know you a little bit better, make sure you go to the Google Classroom virtual classroom and click on this survey link. That is a 5-point assignment, so you want to make sure you get that done. A few of our class norms. What is class going to look like? What do I expect of you each day? First, I'm going to ask that you keep your mics off unless asked otherwise. So keep yourself muted unless I ask a question and I say, hey, come off mute, and then you can take it off to answer. I'm going to ask that you keep your cameras on. I know some of you might be uncomfortable with this, but it really makes the classroom function so much better when I'm not just staring at a blank screen, when I can actually see your faces. It helps me get to know you better, to learn your names better. So I'm going to ask for your participation grade that you keep your camera on. If for some reason you can't, please just give me a text and we'll talk about it. And like I said, if you're having any tech issues, you can't get on the link, your Wi-Fi's down, or maybe you just need to go to the bathroom real quick, just shoot me a quick text so I know. That way, if you went to the bathroom and I called on you and you didn't answer, I'm not going to take away points and assume you're not listening. The most important thing, though, I'm asking you to do is stay engaged, ask for help if you need it, and be kind. Be kind to yourself because you're going to make mistakes and mess stuff up. Be kind to me because I'm definitely going to make mistakes with this technology and this weird platform, and then to each other too. Sometimes people will forget to take themselves off mute, or we just want to be forgiving to each other. Remote learning is a weird concept, so some of my advice to get the best out of this and to help you keep your grades up would be first to wake up and get ready. Don't just roll out of bed in your pajamas and open up the app on your phone. Get dressed, brush your teeth, eat breakfast, take a shower, do the things you would normally do to wake yourself up and get ready for school. Find a quiet place to work. That is so important. If you are in a crowded area with other siblings, Try to see if you can get away to your bedroom, maybe not work in your bed, but maybe at a chair at a desk or a chair at your bed. Just find a place where you can kind of concentrate and be by yourself. I suggest with you having your laptop, have your charger ready, maybe having a water bottle, a cup of water, and a snack. That way you don't have to get up and leave your computer a lot, which you'll miss valuable class instruction. Just kind of come prepared with all of your stuff with you. And lastly, I know it's going to be hard. I know we're competing with other things, but being on your phone, playing games, video games, being on social media, being on YouTube, if you're doing those things instead of listening, it's your education that's on the line, right? You want to get everything out of this you can get for your future. So put those things away unless it's a break or it's lunch, and do your best to stay focused. Here's some examples. These are my cousin's kids. She set up little kind of classroom stations for them in the house, just as an idea of, getting yourself to a place where you can just really focus and be present in your schoolwork. So every day, these are the main websites and platforms we will be using: Google Classroom, Google Meet, Google Docs and Drive, and Nearpod. I'm assuming that the first three you are more familiar with, but if you are not, please reach out to me and we can go through them. Nearpod, I'm assuming again, will be the newer one. So what I'm going to ask you to do in class each day is you're going to split your screen into two. On the left side, you're going to have these 3 tabs up, and on the right side, you're going to have the Google Meet. That way you can see me on half your screen, and you can see the presentation and your notes on the other half of the screen. You can also just bring up the Google Meet app on your phone and prop up your phone so you see me on the video app there, and then have your screen be one tab with these things on it. That's acceptable as well. If you don't know how to split up your screen, I'm going to show you this nifty extension called a Dualis, but this is what it will look like. I'll be on one half with your Google Meet. You'll have your Google Doc, which will be your virtual notes, Google Classroom, and the Nearpod lesson, which is like my PowerPoint, on the other side. So if you go to Google and you just search Dualis, Dual-less, you're going to see this come up, and when you click on it, it's going to have an option to add to Chrome. Once you do that, you should get a notification saying that it has been added to Chrome, and at the top bar, you'll have a list of your extensions. Now, if you don't see it, that means you need to click on this little puzzle icon, and you'll see a list of other extensions that you have on your Google Chrome. You need to make sure that the pin is selected, that it's a blue pin, and that will mean you will see it at the top of your screen. It'll have the 2 little split screens. So if you want to split your screen, you just go ahead and click on it, and you click on kind of what ratio you like. I personally like to do either the half and half or the 6:4, where the video screen's a little smaller and the PowerPoint screen's a little bigger. And then it will automatically split it for you into something like this. So each day, you're going to go to Google Classroom, or if you want to bookmark and save my virtual classroom, the links will be there as well. You're going to bring up the Google Meet that's there. You're going to bring up the Nearpod link, so you'll have 2 links you click on each day. You're going to use that Dualis extension, or on your own to split your screen, and then start your Do Now. That's what's going to look like every day when you come to my class. I'm going to put this link along with this assignment in Google Classroom. That is the link to my virtual classroom. I encourage you to bookmark this page. That way, if you don't know where my number is, if you can't remember how to get to Nearpod, or if you're looking for some kind of resource, you can find this page easily. The bell schedule, if it's an A day or B day. So when you're on a website in Chrome, you should have these 3 dots in the top corner, and then you should be able to scroll down to Bookmarks and click Bookmark this tab. On a Mac, it's Command D. In a PC or Chromebook, it's Control D. So you can also just click Control D, and that will bookmark the page. Okay, so here's my Google Classroom. That's what I'm going to ask you to bookmark on your screen. Every day you'll have the date, A day or B day. You'll have the Nearpod link. You'll have the Do Now. Okay, our class syllabus. Our class syllabus is included on the virtual classroom. It's in this class documents tab here. So I encourage you to go through it on your own. Make sure you understand how I take points every day, how I treat attendance and latenesses. We have some incentives and some raffles to win prizes and to win $5 or to win $10. I think the big highlights would be how I do daily points. So for daily points, you get 10 points each day, 2 points for your Do Now, 5 points for your classwork, and 3 points for participation, which means your mic's off, your camera's on, you're answering my questions, you're staying engaged. If you come on time, if you stay focused, if you complete everything, you pretty much get a 10 out of 10. And that's going to equal, classwork is equals 20% of your total grade. The other thing I would say to be aware of is the late work and attendance. Attendance, I allow you to have 3 unexcused absences before your grade is penalized. So 3 times that you or a parent don't get in touch with me to tell me why you're not in class, I excuse it and I just exempt you. After 3, you start to get 0s out of 10 and I do not give makeup work. Okay, if you're here to learn, if you're here to get your education and get your degree, you cannot be missing more than 3 classes. After 3 absences, we actually contact the truancy court and they start working with you to make sure you attend your classes regularly. Homework. The first week, your homework is to get a parent or guardian to contact me. They can either text me, they can email me, but they need to give me their contact information. They need to acknowledge that they've read over the syllabus, and if they have any questions, they can ask me that. So at the bottom of that Google Classroom page is my number, as well as our class Instagram account. I encourage you to follow it because I'm going to post announcements there about tests and homework, and every one of my posts that you like going forward, you get an extra credit point. So definitely follow WPHS_English1 on Instagram. And that's really all. If you have any other questions, please reach out and let me know. Otherwise, I look forward to getting to know you all.